Okay, so we've talked about Restream.io, and actually it was a recent question by one of the viewers that said, hey, how do I actually take and put the chat on the overlay? And I was like, well, that's a good point. I was talking about how we could do it for our stuff, but I didn't show how to do it for their stuff. So
yeah, so if that's something that you want to know, stay tuned.
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned. And hey, you're watching this on the replay. Hey, make sure that you just go on down inside the description down below. We're actually going to insert some timestamps. You can skip right forward because we're going to do a little bit of catching up with everybody. Hopefully, some people made it live. We apologize. We're a little bit late.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy.
He's battling the Logitech Brio. So if you want to see why, go watch our previous videos where we talk about the Brio. Matter of fact, even when we compared it to the C920, I mean, you were even kind of defending the C920 even then. You were like, oh my God, this is such an older camera, a cheaper camera. And still, the Brio only brings a little bit more, features. But other than that, was it worth it?
Yeah, I just get so crazy on this. Beauty Bubble coming on into the house, taking my seat, and man, I love this topic so much. Okay. What, are you okay?
I freaked out for a second. I was not seeing audio levels. Okay, so yeah, we had some hiccups and...
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. So we had some hiccups starting this, and then this guy over here stressing. And of course, as you notice, he's not wearing glasses anymore. Had LASIK surgery, so I don't know if like they gave him fucking Superman eyes or something. Like he's seeing stuff on the camera that I'm seeing. He's like, screw it, we're gonna go live looking like cave people. So I don't know what he meant by that. But
all right, I guess I get a little bit picky and such. So
yeah. Always looking to make you guys happy.
Yep. So today's going to be an interesting one because actually I haven't used Restream probably in weeks now.
Yeah.
Weeks,
and actually I kind of got hooked on Mob Crush there for a while because I used Restream.
You don't use it anymore now because it costs.
So now that I got in there and I started playing around with Restream Chat, I was like, bro, they added all these new features and whatnot. Matter of fact, there's even a feature on there that we're going to talk about later on that was in beta back when I was doing it, and it really didn't work. Now it works, so I'm pretty excited. We're going to share some stuff with you guys today. Of course, we don't have really time to share everything, but we're going to try to show you the nitty gritty when it comes down to it, and hopefully answer a couple of y'all's questions that you guys had in the comments below about Restream Chat IO.
Okay, so today is going to be a little bit of like a hands-on tutorial and such. So as we kind of go into things, Walt's going to kind of stay focused. We're going to try to plow through some of this stuff here. And if there's anybody that's hanging out afterwards, it'd be awesome to kind of catch up. I see there's a few of you that are kind of hanging out. Big kudos to you. If you can do us a huge favor, hit that little thumbs up. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm.
And if you're new here and you're in the live stream right now, hit hashtag. Oh, sorry.
No, I accidentally pressed the bumper.
You did it again. He always does this. Matter of fact, last live stream you said you hit it. I didn't even notice when you hit it.
Yeah.
But so we're really like, doing good. I'm like the smoothest live stream ever. All right. Yeah. So take two on that one. If you're new to the stream or new to our channel, if you're watching the replay, you can even drop this in the comments. Hashtag new. Let us know that you're new. If you have any questions, I say this in our emails. Don't hesitate. Don't feel that there's any question too stupid or too simple to ask. And here's the thing, there might be 5 or 10 other people that had that same question and they're afraid to ask. So you be the brave one, you be the hero, and you ask us. I swear, Dale and I don't sit behind the scenes snickering each other, saying, oh my God, can you believe this guy's asking, this stupid
The only time
question.
We laugh at things is when someone's being a troll. And at that event, you're probably already banned from the channel anyway. So all right, let's do a little bit of housekeeping before we jump into the full content. So just a new reminder, every Monday, there's actually a new video. We got a video rolling out about channel memberships on YouTube. I actually just got that on my other channel. We're going to be sharing that on Monday. What time does that roll out?
That one rolls out 11:45 a.m.
11:45. Okay, so 11:45 Monday. So make sure you put your clock on that one. It's a really fun video.
Gives you something to watch in lunchtime.
Reminder: every Friday, this Friday and every Friday thereafter, we're going to be here 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Universal Time Coordinate -5. So let's give a big reminder here. Of course, get a copy.
He looks behind him. It's no longer there.
It's stuck.
He stashed it. He gets so many books from everyone.
Yeah. So
there we go.
It just dropped. So get yourself a copy of Live Streaming Kit. This is actually how to live stream online for beginners and newbies. You want to go ahead and get a copy of it. You can get it through audiobook. You can get it ebook. You can get it print book. And all you got to do is visit livestreamingtech.site/book. And if you want to actually get a free copy of the audiobook, just do us a favor, drop us a line over at walt@livestreamingtech.site. Again, that's walt@livestreamingtech.site. And if you don't want to talk to Walt, you can always talk to me and just put Dale@livestreamingtech.site and say, hey, love to get a free copy of the audiobook. As soon as those copies run out, they're gone. So we got plenty left over. I think you still have
It's great
like
listening to it too on the drive into work or whatnot.
Yeah, so he's actually working on a second part of this book. So this is going to be a great progression into things. All right, so let's get into things. All right, so let's talk about Restream.io in the chat. Now, I've showed you how to use some of those features before, but we really didn't show how to integrate this into your Streamlabs OBS. So today, we're going to show you how to do it. So
stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Dale.
And I'm Walt.
This is Live Streaming Tech. And if you want to learn more about live streaming online, super simple.
Then click that subscribe button and turn that bell notification on. I know we said we weren't going to say it, but we're going to say it anyway.
We're going to say it. We're rebels. We're rebels. So that's how we do things. And speaking of rebels, we like to stream to multiple places, not just one, not just two, sometimes three. Heck, I've done 4. I've done 4 before. Yeah. So in any event, so that's where Restream comes into play. But there's a little bit of ambiguity on how to integrate the Restream Chat with Streamlabs. So I showed them how to do the transparency on your own desktop, but how do you do it in the live one?
And this will also work in OBS Studio as well.
Yes.
So those of you who are using OBS Studio, kudos to you, because Dale and I sure love OBS Studio. Love the new updates, guys. And we used to love us some Streamlabs OBS, little hiccups here and there, but you know what? I still haven't kicked it to the curb. I haven't deleted mine.
It's perfectly good. I know I have a couple friends that still use Streamlabs OBS.
Just follow along, and we're going to kind of show you some of the features and show you how to embed it in OBS.
All right, so we're going to switch it on over here to the screen share. Let's go ahead and just start it out. Talk about some of the chat features. I'll go ahead and pop this up here for you, man.
Okay.
And why don't we we're going to blow this up to like the large portion.
Yeah,
here.
Let's do it.
Now,
let's make
our
it
heads
super
are in
huge.
the way. There's a settings that's in the bottom right-hand corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and select settings. And of course, our heads are too big, so I'm going to have to move this out of the way.
That's all right.
All right.
So the thing is the first thing you want to do is, and I think Dale covered this a bit in previous videos about Restream Chat, but let's touch on it real quick. It's appearance. This is what you see, not your viewers see.
Correct.
So if you want to change the opacity of Restream Chat IO, this is where you're going to go. You're going to click that appearance right there. You can resize it. There's all sorts of things that you can do with this, and I'll lower that. Why is it? Because I'm trying to do it on OBS. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I'm used to my main one. I always put OBS to the side. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you can click on compact mode, and it's literally as it sounds, compact. Show viewer counter. That's the thing if you are curious on how many people view. Now, mind you, if you're streaming to multiple platforms, it will add these all up together. So you might be blowing up over on Twitch and only have a couple of viewers on YouTube or Facebook. It's going to combine these together.
By the way, just before anybody starts to try to skip forward, don't skip forward. He's showing you this for good reason, because know these features here, you'll know the features there.
Correct. So scale, once again, this is the size that you're going to see. You can move it or decrease it, always on top. So here's the thing. If you are streaming, say, with only 2 monitors and you want to have this open, but you have OBS open super large, this is going to sit right on top of OBS. So you want that clicked. If you don't care to see it after you set the parameters or whatnot on there, then you can change that to where it sits on the bottom. Click-through mode. If you know what it does, let us know in the comments, because Dale even played around with that. He was like, oh, I don't know what it does.
I was lost.
Background opacity, that's the same thing. So if we want it less, we want it transparent, whatever it sits over, say OBS or whatever, that's where we drop it down. And I think that's where a lot of the confusion went in. Everyone was like, well, wait a minute, my viewers still can see it. It's not transparent. What's going on? And that's where we're going to get to the good stuff. What you want to do now is, this is what your viewers are going to stream. This is what you're going to use to embed it in Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio. So we click the embed stream. Now you have different themes. This is what blew me away. They have added so many themes. Now what this means is this is what it's going to look like. Your chat is going to display. So you have the Fortnite, you have the PUBG, you have, I mean, there's all sorts of cool, League of Legends. There's freaking those. I'm censoring myself. R6, which my son plays. He's a big Rainbow Six Siege. Overwatch, and my favorite right here, Minecraft. I love the Minecraft stuff. So you can play around with this, and this it gives you, it can fit to what content you're producing or your personality. So the next one that I really want to focus in on is message background opacity. So what you want to do is, if you want to turn down those boxes, that's how you would do it right there. But it kind of defeats the purpose, but that's up to you. So you could use whatever theme you want and then make it see through itself. That means you can see straight through those boxes and it will only show the text. Now, chat background, that is actually what the chat is sitting on. This is what one of our viewers wanted to know. What you want to do is you want to drop that bad boy down. Now, literally, all you will see once we put this in on OBS or Streamlabs OBS is we're just going to see text. The text is going to be floating over whether we're doing IRL, whether we're doing chatting.
We're going to show you this here in a minute, so just stay with us, folks.
Scale, once again, it changes the size, but here's the thing. I don't focus too much on that because once we put it on OBS, we can change the size of it as well. And then, of course, you have hide messages and whatnot. Okay, Dale, so let's go ahead and let's open up Streamlabs OBS.
Okay,
we're gonna go through this, and actually, Dale, you're gonna take over on this one, and you showed me how to embed this.
It's a good thing that I actually did this earlier.
I know.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make this really super large because I want everybody to see exactly everything I'm gonna do. Actually, we can probably do it. We're gonna go ahead because we're not gonna need to hit go live.
Go ahead and turn off that display capture because everyone's gonna get sick looking through windows and windows and windows. Hit that eyeball.
Exactly. So display capture, shut off.
There we go.
So just assume that you have your stuff here, all right? And you're getting blasted in the face with some sun.
I know. That's we're at that time of the day that we forgot about when, because remember, we always try to stop recording about this time because we get this in sunbeam.
Okay, so the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to add a new source here. We're going to go into browser source. So you copied that already, right? The embed stream?
Yes.
Good. All right,
no. Actually, we didn't. It still has your stream key up, so don't do that. So open up Restream Chat. It'll pop it up on top.
Okay.
There you go. Go ahead and copy.
Embed in stream. All right. I'm going to copy it. All right. And let's go ahead and minimize it. I'm going to go into browser source.
Now we can
add source. We're going to want to hit add new source instead. You'll want to name it so that way you're not forgetting what it is. I do that a lot where I'll just leave it defaulted and I'll forget what it is.
You can type in Restream Chat. You can type in chat.
Restream Chat overlay. All right. So now we know what it is. I'm going to hit add source. Now all we got to do is just take this and I'm just going to embed it right in there.
Okay.
Boom.
Now here's the test. Dale, do you remember what the height was?
I do. Actually, it was if we want to go stretch from top to bottom, we'll want to hit it 1600. By about 800 is kind of a good number. That actually is going further. Yeah, it's going further. We tested this earlier, dang it. So it's
you can shrink it down though. You can shrink it down. So grab it because you got to think you're taking up half the screen. No, leave it at 16.
We'll go 1080. There we go. 1080 because it's 1920 by 1080.
Mind you, no, because the 800 is actually stretched. What you would want to do is compact it down. So typically you don't want your chat taking up 1/3 of your real estate. No. So go ahead and put 1600 or do 5400.
Yeah, 400 looks pretty decent. All right, now what we're going to do is remember this, folks. Remember this little tip. Refresh cache of current page. All right, so we're going to hit boom, refresh it, and then we hit done. The reason why you want to refresh it is that way if you've done any kind of changes in your settings, it'll set it. So you saw originally when I set it up here on this that it ended up coming up in the blue Restream thing. Well, you changed the settings if you recall, and now we have it. The one way you can test this is if you have, like, say for instance, Twitch is attached to it, just go to your Twitch channel, make a comment, and it'll pop up over here on your display. Now, you can move this anywhere that you like to, kind of like what he was saying. If we wanted to resize it, we can do that. We can make it bigger, we can make it smaller. If we wanted to make the dimensions a little differently, we just go back into properties and we change it.
Say I'm on Restream Chat, I just changed something. Show me how again, go ahead and close that window. Show me how again, how do I refresh the cache or cache of that browser source?
Okay, super simple. So let's do this. Let's say we're gonna end up changing something on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go into the Let's change it. I don't want Minecraft. It just doesn't look cool. I'm gonna try Fortnite.
And maybe we don't want it see-through, so.
And yeah, let's go. I'm gonna try just partway.
There we go.
Let's do a little bit partway right there. All right, so I've got it all set. I've already copied this. So I don't need to do it again. All I need to do is come over here. I'm gonna hit right click. I'm gonna hit properties, and then I'm gonna hit refresh cache of current page. We hit refresh, hit done. You see it starts to reset.
There we go.
Now it's got that new little theme right there. Pretty cool, right?
So it's very similar. Those of you who've watched my Capamon pet video, the thing is a lot of people get tripped up when they're doing stuff on OBS, whether it be Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio, is you have to remember any changes you do off of OBS and Streamlabs OBS, you need to tell them, hey, go look at this browser source again because we've made changes. That's all you're doing is you're telling to, hey, wake up, go look, I did something new.
So we discussed how to make it transparent, the overlay. We showed connecting streaming platforms and such. It's just, essentially you just need to make sure you get all that stuff set up ahead of time through Restream.io.
And actually, if you go back and watch his previous video, he goes into more detail on connecting to different streaming platforms.
You were going to briefly talk about Relay.
Yes, go ahead and pull that up again.
Okay.
Pull that up again. Relay is a really cool feature. I kind of hinted towards it toward the beginning of the live stream. This was in beta back when I used Restream. And now it's no longer in beta. I'm really excited about this one, and so should you. And what this does is Relay, go ahead, it's going to be under the bot.
Okay, under bot.
Yes. So what the relay mode does, when you click and check that, the cool thing is if you are using Restream.io as a multi-streaming tool to aggregate your stream to multiple platforms, is it takes what somebody's saying in YouTube and what somebody's saying on Twitch, and it throws it over into those chats. Now, here's the thing. You need to make sure you make the chat bot moderator in Twitch, moderator in YouTube, and moderator also in Facebook. If not, it will not send those messages back and forth. You have to give it control of the chat and give it permission to do that. So anything somebody says on YouTube, then all your Twitch viewers are going to see it. They're going to know what's going on. So they're not confusing. Yeah, and we've talked about that. That was the downfall of using restreaming type tools, was if you're talking to somebody on YouTube and you're like, hey, Billy Bob, and somebody on Twitch is like, who is he talking to? Who's Billy Bob? And why is he saying that? Yeah. Now it takes all your communities and really integrates them. So now everyone can communicate with each other. They know exactly what they're saying. Yeah. And just hopefully no dumpster fires break out.
Yeah, exactly. Kelly, can you pull that shade down?
I know, it literally, I think my
burning
left,
his retina.
Yeah, my left eye is gone. Sorry, folks.
One either next to you or closest to us. I'm not sure.
It's the furthest one away.
Thank you. All right, so that was Relay. Let's see here. There was any other points that you were going to cover here today?
Pull it up. Let's see.
How to use Relay, you pretty much kind of discussed that. And so, hey, folks, we do have inside the description down below, we have the full video about Restream. They do it for some reason. For faithful viewer, Frontline, we appreciate you coming here.
Frontline, always in here.
Always great to see you, Frontline.
I don't know if you were in here. I mean, he might have bounced our last live stream where we actually looked at your Twitch channel. So you might want to go back, Frontline.
He came back through. Yeah.
He came back through. Did he? Okay.
Left a few messages. It was very grateful for that. Right. Eileen Smith, thank you very much for coming on in here. We're glad to see you here.
I thought she had to work today.
Yeah. We're glad you made it in.
Are you in the break room?
I used the Streamlabs chat overlay inside of Ecamm Live. Okay, cool. Frontline says, almost at 1,300 subs, you're growing faster after you hit 1,000. I know. Yeah, he was just saying that
we were just talking about that. It literally took us a little over a year, a little smidge over a year to get the 1,000 subscribers. And now I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, are we really going to get another 1,000 subscribers before, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's all you guys. I mean,
thank you.
I wish I could take all the credit.
I'm gonna need to rewatch, guys. How the heck do I get a scheduled stream and restream to work together? Ooh, that's a toughie.
Yeah, that was almost like our bonus when we do 1, 2, 3 bonus.
That's a harder one. I can't answer you until I actually have done it a couple times. So sadly, I'm just going to have to tell you, I'm going to put a pin in that and try to get back to you. I know a good person to probably reference is going to be Dan Courier, Creator Fundamentals. He's a good friend of ours. Go over, take a look at Dan's. Find out, maybe ask him, because he might know. I don't know that he uses Restream, though. So
you know what, though? We're going to work on that.
We'll work on it.
I'm going to see if I can break that for you.
As soon as I put in the key, it automatically starts the live broadcast on YouTube. Huh. Now that sucks. That sucks. No worries. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being honest other than just waffling. Yeah, you know, I'd rather just tell you I can't I
think that was a waffle with us going, oh, sound like the Wheel of Fortune back here where somebody rolled on bankrupt or whatever. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, that is a great question. And especially, I think, if you don't mind me saying, Kev, I'm trying to stay open-minded here with YouTube.
He's sneaking back into Classic, guys.
I sneak back into Classic for like a couple things. So it's to get into the live because like the Stream Now key is different than the Stream Now key is for the studio version. And it's just so wonky. And what it'll do is it'll put you, instead of to the static page that you have, it sends you over to a brand new page, and so it messes things up. And see, I don't like events that much because it kind of corrals me in. And so instances like today when we went live, we kind of went 2 minutes after the hour.
Yeah, we were late.
You know, at least it didn't like freak me out. Whereas if you get the scheduled event, you have to get everything. You have to get your encoder set up. It has to be set up this way, and then
remember Facebook scheduling too. Remember, it's like if you don't show up within that first window, it's like canceled.
Agreed. I'm actually enjoying the new studio, but there are some parts that definitely need tweaking. It does get confusing with all the different key options. Yeah, so what I've done is each time that I go over to Classic, every time I'm giving them feedback. I'm always telling them like, hey, could you put back the static page into the... Because I like the new look of the new live dashboard.
Yeah, just don't click other and then bounce out because that gives them no input whatsoever. They don't know why you're going back to Classic.
Yeah. I'm going to kill Restream because I see we're getting some drop frames. So I'm not sure if that's on my end here. But there we go. Yeah, I like the new studio. The new studio is awesome. You were 100% against it. I remember I was receptive to it, but it was so slow. Now it's fast. The analytics are amazing. Really the only reason I go back to Classic is two reasons. Is to get into the stream now so I can kind of see, like right now I'm looking over at my Mac. I've got it open here. And the other reason is because I'm going to the old version of organizing the videos. And what I'll do is I'll get all live videos and all of the pre-recorded videos, and I will put them in order. And I've been going through and fixing all of my thumbnails. And that was 300 new thumbnails.
So if you're going to pick a branding, Dale has tips for you on that. Pick it early and stick with it.
Stick to it.
What did you tell me earlier this morning that we had to fix a couple thumbnails on our site here because of
the Restream?
No, what was your exact words? It looks like a
thrift sale. Like, you know, it's like a
thumbnail thrift sale is what he said.
It's just like, you know, like going to like some like, you know, someone's yard sale. Like they got like a candle holder, a rocking horse, and like
and that velvet picture of Elvis.
Yeah, and it's like you got those like three things you kind of like, okay, they all look pretty cool, but what the heck is going on here? I have no idea. Like there's no continuity there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go for 6 minutes. Did I miss anything? We were talking to you.
We were talking to you again, Frontline. Yeah, I think he's messing with us. Yeah, I think he's trolling us.
Yeah. Yeah, I made that mistake 1,200 episodes ago. Oh my gosh. Then you feel my pain. You feel my pain for sure. 91,000 subs and no two thumbs look the dang same. Yes.
Hey, Kev, that's
Congrats on the 91,000.
That's why even here on LST, he takes care of the thumbnails and I just do SEO because it's a lot easier to go back and correct SEO or change it versus sitting there messing around on GIMP or Photoshop.
Yeah. So congrats on 91,000, man. That's you're about a little less than 9,000 away from hitting that old silver play button.
Yeah, awesome, dude. Let us know when the celebration is. We'll turn up.
Frontline's messing with you. Frontline's messing with you. Said, just kidding. You got us on that one.
All right.
But hey, so man, we're gonna be here again next Friday, same time, should be on time. We're not really sure what the content's gonna be, but he's gonna let you know through the community tab. And of course, we want to bring to your attention too that actually he does send out weekly emails to let you know when things are going on. What you can do is subscribe to our email newsletter at livestreamingtech.site/toolkit. And you actually get a free toolkit that comes along with it. It's a downloadable checklist that you can use for any time that you want to get everything set up, but also it gets you into the email list, and he will tell you
direct access to me.
Yep, and it's literally, there's no robot, and I don't think he really has.
So yeah, that works two ways. I mean, I look at all of them, and I'm going to answer all of them. So if you're afraid to put any kind of questions in the comments or join in the live streams and ask questions, because once again, we were talking about earlier in the stream, you think it might be a stupid question or too simple, which we never, like I said, trust me, 100% real with you. We don't sit there and make snarky comments and snicker about, because we've all been there. We started. Everyone starts with zero knowledge and zero viewers at one point or another. So if you're afraid to, ask the question in public or whatever, you can hit me up in the email. I'm the only one that's going to see it. And then, of course, I'll relay it to Dale, or I'll just answer it myself. And that's the other thing, too. You might actually have your question answered in one of our live streams or future videos. So. Yeah.
So we're going to start to wrap things up. Kev Baker Show, we appreciate you hitting that subscribe and turn the bell notifications on. And
how do you know he turned the bell notification on?
He said shared and click the bell.
Oh,
thank you, guys.
There you go. Wow.
He knows the drill. Going to blow up. Just keep at it, boys. Thank you very much.
The grind is real.
Kudos. The camera's driving me crazy today.
I know.
Literally, like the coloring, I look like a zombie.
Dude, we've gotten even paler since she closed the window.
Yeah, so
no more beam of sunlight in my eye, though. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we get for pretty much this brio. I want to smash it on the sidewalk. It drives me absolutely insane. But thank you very much for tuning in today, folks. But before you do go,
there's no brother battle anymore.
There's no brother battle, but we do want you to take a look at the very next video. It's right down below us here, where we talk a little bit more about actually Restream, oddly enough.
Can I do the DX thing?
The DX, the cross shop down there. Folks, go on down there, take a look at that next video. Give you a better idea about Restream and kind of get it all dialed in and going. We really appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you share it with somebody.